All right, welcome to the 2025 New Zealand Secondary School Underwater Hockey Championships. This is game 89, the Senior Open. We've got Nelson in the white caps and white sticks versus Glendowie in the black caps and the black sticks. Those help us figure out which team is which. It makes it easier for the refs to call penalties against each team. All right, we've got 10 seconds left on the clock until that first strike. So it'll be interesting to see who wins this, who's the faster team. This might give the teams a bit more of an advantage if they win the first strike. All right, and the buzzer has sounded, signaling the start of the game. All right, and white gets it first, which is Nelson. But Glendowie's doing some good attacking there. Wow, number 2 just driving it out to the side. That's Rory there. All right, just laying it back. Glendowie is just laying it back to each player, but we've got a call from the ref. Let's see what it is. It is against Nelson for stick infringement. Oh, mouthful. All right, so it's against Nelson because they did a stick infringement, which means that Glendowie gets that advantage puck, meaning that they have possession of the puck first, gives them more of an advantage, hence the name. And, wow, beautiful drive there from number 6 in the Nelson. That one is Jet. All right. Having a bit trouble to see here, but there is the puck. And we've just got Nelson on that bottom. We're needing all those players down there. We've got yet another call from the refs. Let's see what they have to say. And it's stick infringement again by Nelson. That's the second time. If they keep that up, there might be a sin bin or a team warning, which we do not want, especially Nelson does not want that. All right, so Glendowie's got possession of the puck. They're starting off with it. Let's see what's happening under the water. And it's right next to the goal bin. Let's see if the puck just goes in there. If it gets in the lip, it doesn't count. It needs to be fully on that back. But they've driven it out to the corner, which is a smart move there by Nelson to keep that Glendowie from going into the center of the pool, which is a much higher chance of getting into that goal bin. All right, so they just got it stuck in that corner there, the opposite place from where the cameras are, so it makes it harder to see. Okay, so we've got another call from the ref, and it's against Nelson. And we have got a sin bin number. Let's see what number is getting up for the sin bin. Nope. None. Always just a big warning there. All right. We've got all of the players down on the bottom here because they need all those numbers. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, the puck is just there. Is it on the goal bin, in the goal bin? I believe it was. Let's see what the refs think. And the refs think it's a goal. There we go. We've got our first goal, and Glendowie scored it. Didn't quite see what number that was there, but shout out whoever did that. Glendowie should be pretty happy with themselves. They scored in the first 2.5 minutes. So currently it is 1-0 to Glendowie. Nelson boys will want to have a big comeback here. We can see them all there. They're getting ready for that first strike, hopefully winning it so that they can get a goal and fight back against Glendowie. We see. All right, and they're just on that back wall there, making it harder to see. But there's lots of people down there. No doubt some action. Let's see which way it pushes. I think Glendowie's pushing a bit more down their side of the thing for a second goal. And we've got yet another call from the refs. Let's see. What do they have to say? And it was number 3 did something. But it is against Nelson. All right. Nelson's doing a lot of fouls, or Glendowie's getting a lot of advantage pucks. So let's see what's happening there, if there will ever be a warning or sin bin. Hopefully not. There are 6 players on each team and up to 4 subs maximum. And we've got another call against Nelson, which is illegal stoppage of the puck. So Nelson did something illegal to stop the puck from going somewhere. So Glendowie will be happy with yet another advantage puck there. So they get to start with it, which means that they have more advantage there. All right. Again, they're just on that back wall where we can't quite see the puck or what's going on there, but we can have a vague understanding of it. They always seem to like that far wall and never come over to where the cameras are. Oh, I spoke way too soon. Here they are. Nope, okay. Well, they're back into that corner where they like to be. Let's see what the refs are saying. Oh, I believe this one is against Glendowie. Nelson's finally getting an advantage puck for this one. All right, so they should be pretty happy there, Nelson. They're going more forward. Hopefully they can drive it closer to that goal bin, score a point, and equal Glendowie's score 1-1. Currently, Glendowie is winning. That could change. We've still got 5 minutes left of the first half, so anything can happen. All right, so they are pushing it up. It's now Nelson is looking like they could get a goal. They're just driving it up to that goal bin, but amazing work from that Glendowie defense there. That was beautiful. It was clean, and they drove it right to that corner where it is safe. But I think Nelson's putting more people down on that bottom to try and get it back to that goal bin. But it looks like the Glendowie's defense is super strong and just pushing it out. It's now in the center, but they're driving it back to that wall. Nope, in the center, which means it's very easy for for Nelson to get a goal. But that's some great defense there from Glendowie. Can't quite see what number that is there, but that's good job. Okay, they're just driving it right back out to that goal bin. Can't quite see if they're going to get it in. Oh, look at that. Okay, nice close-up of the ref. Oh, wow, that was beautiful flick there. All right, let's see what the umpires are saying. And it's against Glendowie for free arming against Glendowie, which means that Nelson get another advantage puck right next to that goal bin, meaning it's highly likely they could get a goal here if they just push and push and push. They have to break through Glendowie's defense, which is possible. Let's see. Oh my God, it's so close. And it looks like it's in the goal bin. Let's see if it was clean, if it was allowed. All of the refs look at each other, all three of them, and goal. That was a beautiful goal from Nelson there. Can't quite see what number that was, but it is currently 1-1. So it's equal, and we've got 6.5 minutes left. Not 6, 7. So Nelson and Glendowie both on 1 point, and it's still the first half. Let's see. They're both going to be gunning for this win, and they are going to try their best to get another goal. All right, let's see what's happening under the water. Can we get underwater shot? All right, here we are under the water. And oh, wow, that's some great defense there from Nelson, just driving it out. Oh, and over the top from Glendowie, that's good. They're pushing it up against that wall. Oh, wow, Nelson's gunning for that second goal. They really want it. You can see the fire in them, the passion that they want to get that second goal. They want to win this. It's very important. And Glendowie's just coming back with that defense. They're both strong teams, and they've got some strong players and opponents, obviously. Well, we've got some great laying back to each player, and it's just some great defense there from Glendowie. They should be proud of that. But Nelson is just not giving up. They're persisting. Okay, let's see what the refs have to say. All right.
Number 13, unsportsmanlike warning.
So, number 13 from which
Glendowie.
Number 13 from Glendowie just got an unsportsmanlike warning from the refs. So number 13 from Glendowie, that's Harrison Wright. So he just got a bit of a warning there. If he does it again, he could possibly go into that sin bin for over a minute. Depends how long or how bad he did it, how bad he fouled. All right. Bit crazy angle here, but that's all right. We love seeing that action. All right, Glendowie's just got possession of that puck right now. And they're just fighting it back and forth. We've got 1.5 minutes left, and that's another call from the refs against Nelson. So stick infringing happened again from Nelson. That's the third time. Could be a sin bin soon. Nelson's hopefully not going to get a sin bin. Otherwise, that's 5 players for them, and Glendowie will take advantage of that to get a second goal. Right now, Glendowie's looking like another goal, but we've only got 1 minute left. It's right next to that goal bin in that corner. We can't quite see it, but they could drive it back out, or Nelson could have some great defense and just push it out. 50 seconds left on that clock, and wow, look at that. Nelson's making a break for it there, right back into the center of the pool. Oh, look at that against that back wall. Some great swimming over there. All right, can't quite see what's happening there, but we can tell that Nelson is hoping for a second goal with nearly 30 seconds left on the clock. All right, let's see what's happening. Is it going to go into that goal bin? Oh, camera dropped. That's all right. All right. Oh, they're just there. Surely Nelson just got it in the goal bin, sorry. Oh, not quite. Let's see, the ref's blocking it, but they need to see a good view to see if there was any fouls. And was it a goal? All three refs agree it was a goal. All right, 10 seconds left on the clock, and Nelson scored the second goal. So currently, that's the first half done. The refs are calling time, which means that Nelson is winning with 2 goals, and Glendowie's just behind with 1 goal. All right, I'll come back in the second half, and you can find out the final score, and keep watching. Welcome back to the second half of game 89. Nelson in the white caps, the white sticks, versus Glendowie in the black caps and sticks. So currently, Nelson is winning with 2 goals and Glendowie's on 1. But anything can happen. We've got 20 seconds left on the clock there until the first strike, which will be interesting to see which team wins and gets the strike first, because that gives them much more of an advantage. We'll show who the strongest swimmers are, or the fastest swimmers. Here we've got a nice close-up on the Glendowie players, and now we're in the pool. All right, we've got 5 seconds till the buzzer goes off for the strike. And let's see what happens. I'm quite excited for the second half. All right, here come in Nelson. Wow, that was a nice fast pace there from the Nelson forwards or centers. Yeah. And they're just on that back wall, which they just love to do. And they bring it over to the camera. Thank you so much. But we've got a call from the ref.
Barging against Nelson.
That's barging. So it's now against Nelson. One of the Nelson players did some barging, which means that
Also warned number 12 for stick infringement.
number 12 on the Nelson side also got a warning from one of the refs saying the stick infringement. So that could be a possible sin bin in the future. All right, all the players going down, taking that advantage puck for Glendowie, hoping that they can get it into that goal bin to score equal 2-on-2. All right, let's see. All right, 9 minutes left on the clock, so we're 1 minute into the second half. Let's see what's happening underwater. And we can't quite capture the action there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And what's the ref saying? Oh, and it's against Glendowie.
Gloving against Glendowie.
So Glendowie did some gloving where one of the players' gloves actually hit the puck, or they grabbed the puck with their glove, which means it's gloving, which means that Nelson gets that advantage puck, which they'll be wanting to do to get a third goal. Maybe bring it down to their end of the pool. Oh, but Glendowie is taking that, and they're swimming up all the way to their goal bin. Hopefully they can score. Okay, what is the ref saying? Against Glendowie.
Illegal stoppage of the puck.
They did some illegal stoppage of the puck. That was number 2 on Glendowie. I'm going to call them out. That's Rory. All right. And now they're going to all go under for that advantage puck. Nelson's going to utilize that to hopefully get a third goal there. Oh, let's see. Does someone break? Or what's the umpire saying? Oh, the refs are. So the refs just called a timeout, which they can do any time in the game. This is when all 3 refs confer, and they can talk to each other or they talk to one of the players. Looks like they're having a little talk to number 11 in Glendowie, which is Logan Ross. All right.
Baby shark.
All right, the refs are just talking to each other, conferring and seeing if they're going to call a sin bin, advantage, penalty, goal, anything. They're just having a nice little chit-chat about the game, and possibly take out one of the players from either team. It's looking pretty serious. She's taken off her mask. Oh, maybe it's quite a long ref timeout, but they need that good talking to each other. All the refs have to agree with each other to make sure that it's fair. All right, this is a good break for the other teams, meaning that they can have a little breather, and all of the coaches can talk to their players. All right, well, it looks like we've got a decision. So on the Nelson team, so the ref's talking to the Nelson team, so one of them is going to go out. Let's see, a bit of back chat from the player to the ref, or they might just be double checking, but it's number 3 from Nelson. Doesn't seem very happy with that, but that's Sam Dukes. And he's out, I'm not quite sure for how long, 1 or 2 minutes probably, unless that he was out for 2 minutes. So that means that Nelson only has 5 players, and Glendowie has 6 or 7. Just 6 players. All right, down back on the bottom of the pool, and Nelson is having a fair fight with only 5 players. They're just pushing it against each other. It's quite nice to see that it's a close game and not a one-sided one. We're down the other end of the pool now, and we've just got the ref. All right, Nelson has got the possession of the puck right now. They're just driving it out to that wall, possibly for a goal. It's quite impressive to see if Nelson gets a goal with only 5 players down. Let's see if that's going to happen. Oh, there's that one Glendowie player who does some great defense there. All right, that one Nelson player is just looking for someone to back them up, but they just don't have that supporting player on that bottom of the pool. It can't be all that one person. They need all of those supporting players they can get. All right, so the ref has called it against Glendowie.
Stick infringement against Glendowie.
So one of the players in Glendowie, I believe that was number 9, which is Finley. He did a bit of stick infringement, which we usually see from the Nelson side, but it's interesting to see that it's not just one team. A beautiful flick there from number 13 from Nelson. That's Isaac. All right, have they got that in that goal bin? Let's see. All of the refs checking with each other. Yes, and yes. That is a goal for Nelson with only 5 players. Sorry. Wow, that is quite impressive to see. It looks like number 3 is going to come back into the game soon. All right, let's see. We got Glendowie there, looking all ready for that strike. They want to win this strike. Let's see, will they? That's a no. Nelson has got a beautiful flick to number 6. Oh, look at them contesting that puck there, just going back and forth. It's quite nice to see all these numbers on the bottom. It's never good to see just 1 or 2 players on the bottom. Got some nice support there and great attacking from Glendowie. Let's see what the ref's saying. Oh, it's against Glendowie. Oh, and they're pointing to one player who did it. Number 8 did some barging, and number 8 from Glendowie, I believe, is Leo. Leo, no barging. All right, now they're going under the water. Nelson has got the advantage puck on this one. Oh my god, that was an amazing flick to his plate. That was very impressive. We need to see more flicks in the game. One of my favorite things to see in underwater hockey is these beautiful flicks, especially if someone's made a big breakthrough and they're flicking into that goal bin. All right, let's see what the umpire is calling. And they're having a timeout. So it's a ref timeout. Sorry, not umpire. Wrong sport. All right. So the refs are now going to confer and talk to each other. I think they just love talking. I can't blame them. All right. Good close-up on the faces. Want to capture that emotion. If anyone does some lip reading back at home, you can figure out what they're saying. I don't specialize in it, but hopefully someone else does. All right. And they've called it. Oh, my God. So that is a penalty shot. It's a penalty shot against Glendowie, which means it's for Nelson. This is one of my favorite things to see. It's when 2 players on one team, 2 attacking players have to go against 1 defending player. So the odds are against Glendowie. Can they defend? No. Nelson gets that goal. That was a beautiful one from number 5 and number 3 in Nelson. I believe that's Sam and Toby, but Sam was the one who flicked it into that goal bin, which is, as I was talking earlier, one of my favorite things to see. So shout out, Sam. All right. Let's see if Glendowie can make a comeback, because currently it's only 4-1. All right. Oh, wow. I think that might have been Glendowie winning that strike there, just taking them down. Well, oh, yeah, look at that player getting free. Oh, this is looking pretty nice here. Oh, damn, that player's just swimming really fast like a demon. Wow. Just all those numbers on the bottom of the floor. And we've got a call from the umpire. Let's see what it is. Okay, number 3 in Nelson. Oh, 13, sorry. Number 13 from Nelson does some stick infringement. Isaac. I think I've said that name before. Uh-oh. All right, they're just getting down to the bottom of the pool. Looking pretty chill, like a soda pop. Okay. All right, so Glendowie's currently... Oh, no. Nelson's doing a beautiful drive out, stopping Glendowie from making that second goal there. But anything can happen. We've still got 3 minutes 40 seconds left, and the umpire's calling another one. Okay, so Nelson did some gloving. So now Glendowie gets to have an advantage puck near their goal bin, which means that they could score a second goal. We've got 3.5 minutes left. Let's see if Glendowie can use this advantage puck to their advantage. Nelson's driving it out to that wall, but we've got some good attacking here from Glendowie. Oh, the camera's out of the barrier. All right, let's see what's happening here. I think Glendowie has possession of the puck. They're just really driving for that goal, which is what they need. We've got 3 minutes left on the clock. Let's see what's happening over here. Ref's not calling anything, so hopefully it's clean. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. What's the ref calling? They're in the corner, so we can't really see what it is. But Glendowie did some stick infringement, so it's against black, meaning that Nelson can finally use this this advantage puck, and maybe they can drive it to the opposite end of the pool to get a 5th goal. Let's see. Oh, there's lots of confusion there. The puck's going under everyone's body, so they don't quite know where it is, but there's a good breakaway there from Nelson. What is the ref calling? Oh, and wow. 3rd one of the game. There's another ref timeout. I think they just love talking to each other, probably chatting about the day, or probably the game, but... All right, looking pretty serious here. Mask off again. Let's see. Surely there's going to be a sin bin. All right, this is a good time for the players to chat to each other and for the coaches to talk about what their players did well or wrong or they could have improved on. All right, the ref's doing some nodding. Let's see if that's a good thing or not. It's quite rare to see so many ref times out, but it's also good knowing that they're actually watching all of the play happen and all of the fouls. All right, we've got a sin bin for 1 minute. Didn't quite catch what player it is, but we've got one Oh, it's player 11 from Glendowie, and yes, I'm going to say who it is. That's Logan Ross. Logan is in the sin bin for 1 minute. All right. And now we're back into the game in the second half. There's not that much time on the clock remaining, but they're going to have to utilize this with only 5. Oh, and we've got a sin bin from number 11 for 2 minutes. All right. So Logan is out for basically the rest of the game, which means Nelson will have to play with only 5 plays left, but they're going up to their goal bin. Can they get a goal with only 5 players? I believe they can. I have faith in them. But I think Glendowie's got some good defense down there. Oh, wow. Nearly, it's so close to the goal bin. Will it get in? They're just driving it out to that corner. Let's see if we've got some good defense from the Glendowie. Or is that a goal? Oh my God. Okay, we've got a 4th ref timeout. Yeah, I do think they like talking to each other. All right, let's see. Oh, some hand gestures. That's when you know it's serious. So in Underwood Hockey, there's no red or yellow cards, only sin bins for a matter of minutes. The most I've seen is 6 minutes. But we've only got about 2 minutes left in the game, so let's see what's going to happen. Having a nice chit-chat. Oh, and in the background, we can see Nelson conferring with each other, just talking, just having a little break. They need the 2 minutes of energy left within them to win this game. So it's currently 4-1 to Nelson. And I think both teams should be very proud of their play here. I don't think the score represents... It's just been going back and forth a lot, and they've all been doing a great job. All right, so we've got a sin bin for 1 minute. So number 10 for 2 minutes, stand corrected, in Nelson. And yes, I'm going to call out. Number 10 is Riley. So Riley is now in the goal bin, in the sin bin. Oh my God, I'm sorry guys, it's Saturday. All right, we've only got a minute and a half left on the clock. Let's see what happens here. Can Nelson score a 5th goal? Hello, ref. All right, let's see. Oh, they're so close. And what is the ref calling? Surely it's not another ref timeout. And I believe that is a penalty goal for Nelson, meaning that Glendowie did a foul there, and it was already in the goal bin, so they didn't bother playing it again. So it is a penalty goal for Nelson. So the score is now 5-1 to Nelson. We've got a minute left on the clock, and let's see who wins this strike. It's been back and forth. So it's just whoever's fastest, whoever has enough energy left in them. They've got some subs in, which means fresh legs, maybe some faster players. Oh, and that's Glendowie just winning the strike by a millisecond there. All right, number 6 is driving it up. Oh, but we've got some good passing by Nelson there. All right, good defense there from Glendowie, bringing it back to that wall right next to the camera. Thank you. All right, vice captain there from Glendowie, doing good lead back to his supporting player, and that is a call from the ref. It's obstruction, barging against Glendowie, which means Nelson gets an advantage puck there. We've only got 15 seconds left, so it will be interesting to see if they could use some super speed and get that into the goal, get a 6th goal. Oh my God, it's looking like it could be possible. We've got 7 seconds left, and it's looking like there's not going to be another goal for Nelson, but that is a great game. And that is the end of game 89. Nelson against Glendowie. Nelson wins 5-1. That is a great game, and stay tuned for game number 91. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.